What is up, guys? It's Snake B here, and okay, I'm listening to some space music. Was just watching a video about Jupiter. Anywho, the video was the title is "The Things Jupiter Has Hidden That You Can't See with Visible Light." Anyway, let's get right into this. Just doing a little playback. Introducing sort of a new strategy, but originally the OG strategy with just a little bit more direction and a little bit less guessing. Ooh, still no webcam. Can we get away? Oh, hey, we're back. Hello. No, let's turn these on. Alright, I think just one line is good. To be bright though. Alright. So we have this new strategy. We're gonna try and the only difficult thing about the strategy is the fact that I'm not fast at it yet, which is essentially this. You put the second entry through these list of questions and stuff, and then so why is it an uptrend and why is it downtrend? Each second entry is gonna have this, and then do their support and resistance. That'll be whichever one has 1 point. Let's say has support, so that's gonna be the uptrend. If it's downtrend, or if it has resistance, that's gonna be 1 point. It could have support and resistance. Who has the trend? They could both have the trend, and this is both on the minute chart and the tick chart. Essentially, and then the correction of a spike, which would be like if the spike was down, you would be correcting in the long direction, so that'd be the upside. The retest of a break, and we want to go with the retest. So if we broke out of here and didn't do any kind of pullback, we would want to go for the downside. So if it's an uptrend, you add it to the upside because you want to sell back into it. Since we obviously go against it. And then history of day, not too sure if I want to keep this here, but there's gonna be cases where we do get ties, and then if tied, are we joining stops with top pickers? We slap that on to stopping them out. So if we got a second entry here, we would buy. If it was a tie, of course, just to stop them out, and just to, yeah. And this worked great on this day, so doing it in real time is difficult though. I'll give it a shot right now. Flip this on my other screen. Okay, swing high first entry. We're gonna have support. Not too much yeah, I guess resistance trend is going to be on the upside here, but on the downside on the minute chart, and we would be buying. I think there's something I'm missing though, which is probably a spike of sorts. Yep. Okay. Doing it in real time is really difficult, but let's rewind back to it. 3219. Okay. So we have a fair amount of resistance and a good amount of support, but in this particular moment, it looks very different on the minute chart as we're looking at it. So we know for sure there's support, resistance. My right hand represents the longs. I'm just used to it. I was practicing yesterday. Anyway, support, resistance. The trend belongs to the long side here, and then the downside on the minute chart. It's getting these lower lows. Correction of a spike. Ooh, forgot about that. Oh, that belongs to the downside though. But then there is also this spike here. Huh? Or was it up? It's difficult to tell here. Alright, we could probably... And I think history of day may belong to the upside. Because people are trying to go with it. Yeah, so that's what we meant by history day if it's been in an uptrend. I even have it written down here. Pay attention to overall direction instead of the range. I don't know what. Let's move that out of here. But essentially, it's been on an uptrend, so that's gonna slap onto it, especially in the first beginning trade. So people are gonna try to stick with it. Boom, it's me in the long direction. All right. Wait, it never triggered. Okay, let's try to do this in real time. So we got the spike. That's gonna be a correction of the spike. We got the trend and the trend. We need a retest of a break. That's gonna be in the long direction. It's gonna be no, that's gonna be tied now. Trend. Okay, hold on. I'm not good. Oh, we got some support. I think that might be a double bottom here for the long. Finding some support here. Yep, that looks like kind of a double bottom. See where that bar's closed and stuff. Alright, we're getting some resistance too. Especially if we pull back a little bit here. Ooh. Well, there's the trigger for the buy. So we'd be in the trade if we were in a buy right now. Alright, let's triple check. Support, resistance, trend, correction of spike, retest of a break, which would be, it's tied right now, especially with that retest of the break. So support, resist. I think the support, there is resistance. Not that much resistance actually. So let's hope we're right here. Nope. Alright, let's double check this. So far, it's not looking good for the strat, especially in real time. Support, resistance, trend belongs to this guy, but it's also working in this guy's favor. Correction spike long. Correction of spike. Ooh, downside too. Do have that spike. So yeah, that could be it too. Retest of a break. That would be that would be for the downside. A 4 to 3. And history of the day. That would be tied yet again. Oh boy. Alright, maybe history day. If history day of the day is not an actual option, then this is a downtrend. Due to the fact it has the correction of the spike. As well as the retest of the outbreak. Okay, we got swing high first entry, no support, we got resistance, we got the trend, we have the long trend. The correction of the spike is no longer an option, I think, in either direction. Retest. Looks like downtrend is winning. Might find some support here. I think downtrend is winning right now. Okay, now we found some support. I think it's tied now. Support, trend, support, trend, jeez. They both have nice trend. Correctional spike. Downtrend. I think we lost the resistance portion. So, correctional spike. Alright, we lost support. So, downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Oh. Pull back. Pull back. Oh. Eh. Alright, let's see. Nope. Okay, let's double check this. It's also a high first entry. No support, no resistance. We got the downtrend. We got the correction of this. Ooh. Correction of spike actually belongs to the long side now. Retest of a break. That's interesting. So we might need some space there for that retest because we got the break here. Oh. If we give it to the long, no. Oh. So let me do this again. We got the downtrend. Oh, downtrend. Correction of the spike. Correction of the spike. Are people correcting this spike? I don't think so. Maybe not until like right here. Downtrend. Correction of spike. Yeah, it looks tied. Maybe history of the day. I don't know. Looks tied. I think this is a double top first entry, second entry here. Might find some support here, which is now correction of spike, support versus trend. But we could potentially might get the correction of this spike. I don't know if the spike applies to the pre-market spike, so perhaps not. Okay, the buy would be in the trade. It looks like the correction of the spike. Oh boy. Okay, so support, trend, correction of spike, correction of spike. It's tied. If this is not correction of spike, let's say we got the full correction already, it would be a little difficult to see the people trying to correct this just because they already had a correction in it. So maybe that's not a correction of spike, which would lose a point for the uptrend. I think so. And in that case, we only have support, and then we got trend and correction of spike, which would be this entire move. It would be a downtrend, you go for a buy. But then in this setup, yeah, first entry, and no, do not know. Okay, we got resistance. some support. Not really. Oh, I can't do this in real time. Trend. Correction. Everything's showing downtrend so far. Want to double check. We got resistance, no support. We got the trend and the downside. Oh, we got possibly. No. Everything's showing downtrend here. I don't know if we can rack up enough points for the uptrend here. Oh. Interesting. So it looks like the complete opposite on this day. Which is interesting. I guess this double test here could kind of support. I guess now we could probably see the correction of this spike. Possibly. It seemed like at this point right here, the correction of the spike belonged to this. Now that we're pulling up, I guess we can start to see the correction of that. And if we slap a trend here, that'll be 3 points for the long direction, which would lead to a sell there. Let's try one more trade. Alright guys, swing high. First entry. We know it breaks here. Oh man. I think that could still be kind of support. Oh, okay. Yeah, real time is difficult. Let's see. No new swing high though. No new swing high. It's fast. Alright, now we got resistance. We have support. We have the correction of the spike. We're possibly getting a trend down the short direction. Support resistance. Hold on. Support resistance. Trend. Support resistance. Trend. Correction of the spike. Support resistance. Trend. Correction of the spike. Correction of the spike. Everything's saying downtrend. Missing something. Unless this is an uptrend. Could possibly we got two solid unbroken legs here in the long direction. Possibly. And we saw it possibly be a trend there as well. So support resistance. Correction of the spike. Trend. Correction of spike. Wait. Resistance, trend. Correction of spike. Correction of spike. History. Alright, we're tied right now. And the only thing we can use is probably history of the day, which has been at an upgrade. Do we want to use that? Or if tied, using joining stops with top pickers. If we buy here, our stops might be. I think top pickers already got stopped out, but who knows? Maybe we can deduct the point from one of the sides. I think if we take out the trend portion and the long direction, it would be a downtrend. Poggers. Alright. Next video is going to be us trading live in about a little over 6 minutes. Peace out.